streets fighting for their rights. All right, the biggest news of this bulletin comes in from Assam, where 5 Indian Air Force personnel have unfortunately lost their lives after an AN-32 transport aircraft crashed during landing at the Jorhat Airbase in Assam on Saturday morning. Now, according to the IAF, the co-pilot has survived the accident and is receiving medical treatment. The aircraft met with the accident while landing at the airbase in Jorhat, triggering an emergency response and firefighting operations within the military facility. The cause of the crash is yet to be ascertained. The Indian Air Force has stated that further details and updates will be provided after assessment of the situation. Apart from this, we are in fact getting breaking inputs coming in. The Indian Air Force has now shared pictures of the 3 officers and 2 Agniveers who have been killed in Jorhat in the AN-32 crash. Squadron leader Prashant Singh, Flight Lieutenant Shubham Kumar, Sergeant Jitendra Sharma, Agniveervayu Khemaram Kumawat and Agniveervayu Danish Alam have made the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. The IAF has also extended its deepest condolences to the bereaved families and stands firmly with them in this hour of grief. Let's in fact look at those pictures. We're running them on your screens. That is in fact those people we've lost in the IAF aircraft crash. This is Squadron Leader Prashant Singh. We have Flight Lieutenant Shubham Kumar, who's also made the supreme sacrifice. We have Sergeant Jitendra Sharma, who's unfortunately as well lost his life, and Agniveervayu Khemaram Kumawat and Agniveervayu Danish Alam. So we have 3 officers and 2 Agniveers who have unfortunately lost their lives in this unfortunate accident. Let me go across to my colleague Atul Ranjan, who's joining us for more on this. Atul, we are obviously getting the details of the 5 IAF personnel who've lost their lives in this tragic accident.
Well, yes, quite a tragic accident that happened this Saturday morning where, at least 5 IAF personnel have lost their lives, while one of the co-pilots is said to have, survived and is getting medical treatment as of the moment. But clearly the visuals and the first pictures emerging out of the accident shows how, tragic the incident was, where the AN-32 aircraft, which is a widely used transport aircraft of the Indian Air Force, appears split into 2 parts, and that shows the, the gravity of the accident that has happened and which has led to losses of life. Now, this accident is said to have happened around the Jorhat Airbase, which is, frequently used by the Indian Air Force out there. And now, could be several reasons behind it, but so far, the preliminary investigations that that has been initiated in the matter, but soon we'll have the causes of the accident. But as of now, clearly, 5 losses is a big loss. Even Rajnath Singh, the defense minister, as well as
Stay on with us, Atul. In fact, we have some breaking inputs coming our way. Multiple fire engines were seen outside the Jorhat Air Force Station in Assam, where an AN-32 transport aircraft of the Indian Air Force crashed this morning. 5 Indian Air Force personnel have lost their lives in the crash. The co-pilot survived and is being provided medical treatment. So, Atul, we have those images of fire tenders outside the Jorhat Military Air Force Station, and obviously preliminary reports also suggest that there was a massive fire right after the crash, and these fire engines were in fact also called in.
Immediately, as soon as the news of the incident was reported, fire tenders were rushed and all sort of emergency operations were initiated in the area. And clearly, this the fact remains that probably the only fortunate part of this incident was that it happened near the Air Force base. So clearly, the Jorhat Air Force Station base emergency operations were clearly quickly initiated, and that probably may have saved the life of the co-pilot who is getting treatment right now. Now, obviously, this remains a matter of investigation, but what we are getting to learn from experts is that this could be probably because of the heavy rains that has been reported since morning in the area, and also some low cloud activity that could have have had a role to play in the sort of any error that might have caused, which has led to the accident.
Atul, I'll request you to please stay on with us. We are tracking some more developments. The Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has shared